Hi, welcome to the first lesson of my Japanese course that I am keeping on my website. In this lesson, we will learn the way of writing in the Japanese language. I'm sorry for my pronunciation is not so good, but I'm no English. I am Italian, and as you know, Italian don't have a good pronunciation. The writing methods in Japanese language is four: Romaji, Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Romaji literally means Roman character. It's simply a transliteration of Western characters of the other writing methods. Instead, the hiragana is used for Japanese words. It's the first alphabet to be studied in the elementary school from young Japanese students. It is just 46 different shapes. An example is the one you are seeing on your screen, and it has a round style. Another way to write it is the katakana. It is used to write foreign words like in English, new words in Japanese, like camera or video. These English words will be written in Japanese sentence using katakana. It is the second alphabet to be learned by young Japanese in the elementary school. It has only 45 different shapes to memorize. Is not so hard. And as you can see on your screen, it has a square style. The kanji, it is used from words that come from ancient Chinese. It is thousands of different symbols, but only 2,000 are used daily. An example is the one as you're seeing on your screen. It has a Chinese style. It is very different from the hiragana style that you have seen before. Do you remember? The hiragana has a round style, while the kanji has a Chinese style. Well, let's use all of this style of writing in an example sentence. As you can see, I wrote in this sentence, Watashi wa radio o kaemashita. This sentence is written in Romaji. This is a kanji. This is a round style. It is hiragana. This is square style, as you can see. This is radio. Radio. And this is hiragana. And this, the verb buy, it is a kanji. The meaning of this sentence is I bought a radio. So, as I said before, this is the kanji. This is the katakana. So, radio is an English word, and the Japanese are simply putting in their sentence transliterating in katakana. And the other is hiragana. There is a writing system that is not properly a writing system. It is furigana and yomigana. It is a small hiragana that are put over the kanji, so the reading will be easier for beginners. So let's suppose you only know how to read the hiragana system. With the furigana, you can read Watashi wa radio o kaemashita so easily, even if you don't know the meaning and the reading of the kanji. Well, are you ready? Today we will start to learn the 5 vowels in the hiragana. Let's start with the A. No, this is not A. In Japanese, this is pronounced A. So, let's draw a stroke from left to right, and then a stroke from top to the bottom. And then let's make a loop. So, it is a stroke from the left to the right, and to the top to the bottom. And then let's make a loop. Now is the time for the E. No, this is not the I, this is E. You do a stroke from the top to the bottom, and then it comes a little bit through the top. And then another parallel one from the top to the bottom. So it is 1, 2. 1, 2. It is from the left. And then after the E, we can find the U. But in Japanese, it's not U, it is U. So let's do this kind of accent on the top, and then this curve on the bottom. So the accent, and then the curve. Accent, a curve, accent, and curve. Let's do the E. In Japanese, of course, is not E, it is E. For doing the E, you have to do an accent on the top, and then this shape similar to a Z. So it is an accent, and then the shape similar to a Z. It is like a Z. I don't know how to pronounce well in English. I'm sorry. In my language is zeta. So it is 1 and 2. Only 2 strokes to write the E. And then after the E, there is the last vowel. That is the O. But in Japanese, of course, is pronounced O. As you can see, the Japanese pronunciation system is totally different from the English pronunciation different. Well, I'm lucky because it's so similar to the Italian pronunciation system. So that's why Italian and Japanese people doesn't have a good pronunciation of English words. Okay, let's stop. Let's do the O. So a stroke from the left to the right, and then this stroke ending with an accent on the right. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not so hard, right? Let's try again. 1, a single stroke that goes to the bottom, and then a curve, and then let's close it with an accent. We have just learned our first 5 hiragana. It is A, I, U, E, O. The lesson ends here. In the meanwhile, you can do the exercise on my website. There is exercise with pronunciation training, so you can start to listen how to pronounce these vowels, because they are very different. They have a very different pronunciation before compared to English, as you saw. And you have to print the PDF document and write in all squares. I'm not kidding. Because if you don't write in all the squares, you will say, oh, okay, I have learned the hiragana, but no, it's not like this. Because you have to write every time. Because there are very similar hiragana, as you can see on the screen. Also, the katakana are very similar. Only if you write, you can remember the difference between the various shapes. And also, a similar kanji. For example, the difference here is just the stroke order. Is, for example, this versus this. I'm sorry, but I'm drawing with mouse. Also here, it is just a stroke of difference. So only if you write, you can remember. But don't be scared. We will learn slowly, and you won't notice how fast you will learn Japanese.